Ah, what's up? Hey guys, how's it going? All good? Chalo, we'll just wait for people to join and we'll begin. I'll just wait for 1 minute and we'll start. How's everyone doing? All good? Relaxing? Yeah, I just took a shower and came, guys. Hence the slight delay because of the shower. How's everyone's portfolio looking today? Is the portfolio looking good? How's everyone's portfolio looking today? Good, bad, ugly? Green, green, green. Awesome. 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 That's nice. That's nice to hear that you guys are in green. Good stuff. Good stuff. We'll just wait for people to join and then we'll start. Okay. Tried buying Raj Ratan. Oh, what happened to Raj Ratan? We'll just start in a bit. Oh, it went on, but it opened in the morning. It was trading till 10 o'clock. That means you got up late, right? Whoever was trying to buy Raj Ratan, someone got up late today. Let's see how everything is doing. Hmm. 1 second. Let me just log into a few things. What the hell? 031. We'll come to all the stock finding, stock market researching, sab kuch we'll come to very soon. Uh, just wait for people to join. Till then, I want to know from you guys what has been your experience. What has been your experience with respect to investing, especially today after this beautiful up and down journey that you have seen. But I think today, I think most of you guys are fine, right? Because कल बहुत गिरा था, आज थोड़ा better है. So I think today most of you guys are fine, somewhat fine. Okay, awesome. अब तो आ जा खुद जा Tata Steel. No, we'll come to all of that, guys, later. We'll come to all of that later. We'll come to actual finding of stock. Okay, we'll begin. I think it's enough time to wait for people, right? बहुत हो गया wait करके. We'll start. अनुराग ऐसे ही मेरे को 20 रुपए दे रहा है. Thank you. I'll buy half a stock of Subex at that 20 rupees. Okay, awesome. Chalo, let's begin. Let's go to the research and analysis side of things. ठीक है? Okay, so first let me go to the browser. It's working. Yes. So first let's look at our investments just to give a recap of our investments. Now this is basically our small case. For all the people who don't know, this is our investment portfolio that I'm doing for 1 year. We've started on Feb, so March, April, May, June, July, August. 6 months ho gaya. Okay, by the way, I want to ask people in the chat, how many of you all have been holding these small cases from Feb, from the time we started? How many of you all are still holding it? Question mark. How many of you all are still holding it? This is a question I want to hear from people. I'll tell you why I'm asking this question, right? For all the people who are holding it, I'm not teaching you, I'm not making you make money. I'm not teaching you how to make money. I'm no one to tell you how to make money. The main reason for doing something like this was to make you understand what is long term investing. So, for all the people who are saying me, you guys have been holding it for almost 6 months. Almost 6 months. So, for all the people who have been holding it for almost 6 months, how has this been, right? I know you guys always get sucked into going up and going down. Do you know that we had so many ups and downs while looking at this? We had so many ups and downs while looking at this portfolio. When it once, I remember in the second month itself, it had gone down quite drastically. Everything had fallen down and then it went up. But if you just don't worry about it too much and you keep it, I was always, the first video that I made was only because of the thing that we are going to do long term investing, not short term investing, right? That was the main idea, and you have no tax liability yet on it right now. The main idea of this was basically to do long term investing, and we are doing long term investing. Now, when you look at this, there are some obviously that have gone really fast, really up. Like these stocks rallied like mad. We picked them at the right time, at the right point, so that was a good thing. Then there are some that did moderately well. This is something we picked up recently, already gone up by 4. Subex actually corrected, or else it was already up by 10. Now these two are not doing really well, right? But we also have to give it little time and effort. We can't just do too much left, right, left, right. But also these two, the ones that are actually negative, are only 9-10% of the portfolio, right? Remaining 90% is this part. So on an average basis, you are still profitable. And the majority of the weights is currently at 35% with Deepak, right? And Deepak we bought at 1200. Look at these numbers, and it's now at 2100. We bought Happiest Minds at 648. 648, it's gone up to 1300. It just looks beautiful to actually keep it for so long, no? Like to hold it for 6 months, yahi hota. This is the advantage for it. Got it? Shashank, haircut. Yeah, I need to do haircut, man. No time. And coronavirus. So scary, scary. Yeah, whatever it is. I mean, this exercise was for people to learn. This exercise was people for you guys to understand how it is to do long term investing as opposed to short term investing. This month end, towards this month, not month end, before August 26th, I'll do one rebalancing video. Thoda rebalancing karna है. एक stock का rebalancing करना है. In the 30,000 small case. So we will do that in this one, right? We have to just rebalance a little bit, and I will do that in that one stock. I'll put a new stock there. We will do a little bit of rebalancing there. Okay, towards the end of March, I will do that video. Okay, awesome. Apart from that, did I show something else? Let me show my. Just checking if I have any draft. Watch list draft. Yeah, it's here. Even the Tata one that I had made, right? April 17th, I made the Tata one. That's also up by 20%. There's one that I made March 2nd, which was multi-bagger list of mine, which has gone up by 67%, more than our core portfolio. This is my other fast growth portfolio, gone up by 52%. Yeah, and these are the remaining ones that are there. So good year for me, because I made a lot of. My average has gone up to almost 45% is what my average is. ATH I can't show you guys because it's a paid portfolio, but for me it's now back to 97 on the index, so it's still down by 3%, right? It's all about wrong time, wrong investing, wrong place. But there are some other ones as well that you can look out for. For all the people who don't know what website I'm looking at, I put the link just now in the bio. It's small case. There's a link. You can just go to that link. It'll take you to this website. So this is what it is, right? Either way, this is not the point of today's video. Today's video is basically we're going to do fundamental analysis. Yeah? Awesome. So, what is happening in the market right now? Right? Let's look at the current market. The current market is basically up by 454. So, that is a good thing. It's going up. That means, right? The Nifty Bank is also up by 175, and it's around 12 o'clock. So, this is usually when you see a change in the market. Now, can anyone tell me why do we always see a change in the market around 1 p.m.? Does anyone know why around 1 p.m. the whole market either goes up more or the whole market goes down? Also, Nifty is so close to 16,500. So close. It's crazy at the amount of close it is, right? Yeah, the European markets open. Also, there's another hack. Okay, by the way, for all the people who don't know technical analysis too much, like for me, even I don't know technical analysis too much. I know the basics of technical analysis. I don't know too much of technical analysis. So there is a way to, if you don't know, there's a way to learn, right? You have to go to tradingview.com, right? On tradingview.com, let me check how this works, right? First, you put Bank Nifty here. Let me see if it works. Overview page. Go to overview page here. Once you come to overview page, I'm showing you how to learn, because even I learn like this only, right? It's all about learning. Nobody can predict the market. You come here and then you go to ideas. Okay, you come to ideas here. When you come to ideas, you will see all the hot ideas and the recent, newest and the popular ideas. So these are all the popular ideas that are there, which talks about the Bank Nifty intraday setup, 13th August, which is today's intraday levels. And this is not only for a bank, this is for any stock as well, right? So for example, if you take some famous stock, give me some famous stocks. Say for example, Aarti Industries. Okay, just an example. Show overview page. Right, for all the people who want to know whether to invest now, invest later, this is something that I also do. See, for example, you should see whatever's new, right? Sometimes it won't be very new. See, August 12th, August 8th, thoda late hai, but it's showing some other things. You can do recent and check if some big people have done. This is basically talking about a recovery. But what I do is when you're talking about Bank Nifty or when you're talking about any stock, you can start following a few people here, right? Following some interesting guys. Top authors, see, for Bank Nifty, top authors is one guy called Kiran Shinde. Now, what I do is I don't follow him blindly. I'm not an idiot. What I do is I go back test. So he is giving levels every day, right? So the way to check the back test, right? If you want to check the levels every day, you click on this. He's saying ऐसा कुछ होगा, ऊपर जाएगा नहीं तो नीचे जाएगा. You click on play button, right? When you click on play button, it actually shows you what has happened. So then I can come to know whether this guy was right in what he was saying or wrong in what he was saying. So he said this is strong support here. So that means it came here and then bounced back. Strong resistance here. Look at this drop. This was that massive intraday 2-3 day drop that we had. So basically, for any stock that you guys want to do, a lot of people keep asking me, is it the perfect time to enter? I usually just go here and check if there is any problem here. Is it the right time to enter or not? If you want a technical overview of it, right? You can look at people, you can look at their ideas. See, August 9th, this guy had said buy opportunity here right now from a technical overview. This is some other observation he's done. Look at this observation, right? This is he's done on August 9th. He's saying some weird observation. Again, I don't know whether he's good or bad, right? This is just observation. In the end, you have to use your own brains and figure out. So what he's saying is there's always a rally, then no rally, then rally. Now he's found like two big candles. Whenever there's two big candles, he's seeing a rally. And he'll have this, just an interesting observation. Every W of in RSI of Happy has triggered a good up move, right? So basically, look at this W. This is another W. He's saying there's going to be an up move. Again, we don't know because nobody can predict the market. Yeah, but we will have to see. Is this the paid version? I am not sure. I don't think I've got the paid version. I think this is free. I think this is completely free, not a paid version. So I think you guys can chill out and enjoy. Yeah. So apart from that, what I do, as a lot of people know, I also look at this website called Value Picker Forum to look at what is happening in the market right now, and I look at a few people's portfolio. You should definitely look at Hitesh portfolio because he basically, it's not about a portfolio, but here they talk about some interesting things about the market, about the cycles, about what is the trends in the market. See this, they talk about a lot of impressive stuff. Got it? Talk about a lot of impressive stuff. But apart from that, I think most of our things, let's see what's happening to our stocks. Fundamentally, most of the results have come out. By the way, most of the results have come out from our things and it looks quite interesting. Wow, Subex, Lotus is at 700. Subex has nicely corrected, so I'm very happy about this. Very, very happy. What is happening to our famous ITC? Oof, 215, it'll never break, it feels like. ITC, my god. It is safer than gold, I feel right now, ITC. IRCTC stock split 1:5. Okay, very interesting. IRCTC stock. I think I have a feeling there's something very interesting that's going to happen with TCS. Can someone tell me why I'm saying something interesting is going to happen with TCS? Have you seen TCS? TCS is currently at 3,446, right? That means it's quite high, right? Very difficult for normal investors to go invest in this. So ideally what will happen is they have to do a stock split usually. So let me teach you guys something, right? If someone wants to reduce their share price, what are the two things that a company can do? Right? What are the two things that a company can do? Tell me. This is a very interesting way to look at things, huh, guys. Now, if TCS is at 3,445, the two things that they can do, correct, Aditya, you are right. Either they can give a bonus, yes, or they can do a stock split. Only two things which will reduce the share price, and if it reduces the share price means liquidity is more because average investors can invest more. But do you know in the case of TCS, the stock is already at a face value of 1 rupee. So what does that mean? If the face value is 1 rupee, what does it rule out of the picture? That means split nahi ho sakta, right? We can't do split because 1 rupee pe aa gaya. Difficult. Then what is the only other option? Bonus. Bonus means they will give free shares to everyone. 1:1 bonus, 2:1 bonus. Yes. But then another interesting take is, guys, they can do a bonus. Also, they're at an all-time high right now. Look at this. They're at an all-time high right now. But TCS recently did a buyback. Do you know this? TCS recently did something known as a buyback. October 2020, they did a massive buyback. right? So when a company is doing buyback, right, why will they issue bonus again? Isn't that little weird? Correct? Do you agree? Little weird. Buyback means, so for someone who's asking what is buyback, buyback means the company is buying back shares from the market, right? So no more split, they're buying back shares from the market. So why will they issue more shares in the market? So from that perspective, if bonus also looks difficult and if split also looks difficult, do you think they're not going to do anything and just keep this going up constantly like this? Weird, right? So I don't know what might happen. This is a weird way to look at things. It's a different way to look at how to invest, right? So from that perspective, you can definitely see what will happen. So this is from a TCS perspective. Okay, yesterday we did a few stocks, right? We were looking at a few stocks in our video. First of all, by the time I look at all this, how many of you all liked the video yesterday, right? Or how many of you all liked the video and took advantage of the situation of yesterday's video? Okay, whoever took the situation in Rajasthan Global, Rajratan Global Wires are little lucky. Little bit up here. Balkrishna is little bit up, right? Then we had Delta Corp. Let's look at Delta. Delta is not moving much. Delta actually we did as an example from other people, right? We didn't actually. Did you guys go through that document I gave you? I even put the document as well, right? I hope you guys went through the document. Mastek down 1 point. Cool. No issues. Good company from a fundamental perspective. Prince Pipes also not moving much. Great. That means you could have still averaged if you didn't average. Um, yeah, Rajratan went to UC in the morning itself. So it's quite sad. HG Infra, yes, we did HG Infra also. It's also not moving much. Good, good. These are all very nice stocks, right? All for the futuristic perspective. See, every time I'll tell you one thing, guys. When it comes to the market, right, it's a very easy way to figure out what might trend and what might not trend. So I'll tell you what the reason is, right? In the market, there is always some theme that is working. Theme, as in when COVID happened, we had healthcare theme, right? A lot of pharma companies were going up. उसके बाद IT companies started going up. उसके बाद we saw a metal rally that happened. मेटल रैली के बाद हम लोग ने एथेनॉल स्टॉक्स का रैली देखा था, राइट? वी सॉ एथेनॉल स्टॉक्स रैली एज वेल. So every time there is a different rally, and when that rally happens, a few stocks move up quite significantly, quite fast with that rally. Cement का भी rally हुआ था एक बार, yes. Now what? Now we have to see what is the new rally that is coming. Now see, there's a semiconductor chip shortage that is currently going to happen. If this happens, you can connect the dots and figure out who's going to win. But we don't know still what is the next rally that might happen, right? So we might have to wait and see what is the next new rally that will happen with respect to whether which type of industry mein rally hoga, right? Sometimes some rallies are seasonal also, correct? Seasonal rallies matlab during Diwali time there are some stocks that will do really well, right? During December maybe the agricultural stocks won't do so well. So that is something very interesting to figure out. Okay, let's do some weekend research. Guys, put some name of the stocks that you guys have on the chat, and I will put it as a poll, and whatever you guys decide, we will do some quick stock research about it. Okay? Start putting some ideas. Start putting some names. What is this dollar? Everyone's saying dollar. Quite a new company. Interesting. Okay, so keep putting some names over there and we will do some research by ourselves. Okay? Holy shit, I think I should have put slow mode on. I didn't realize this at all. In the meantime, all the other people, please like and subscribe. Itna tayar okay, I'll come. Interesting. NMDC. Okay, whenever someone does a super chat, it actually highlights in my face. I'm seeing what majority of the people are asking. Okay, there's one more. This is actually very interesting. 4 stocks I'll give you as options, okay? Okay, last one more. Why does someone want to do Asia Motors, dude? People want me to do research on MRF. Okay, this is also interesting. ठीक है, चलो. Guys, take your votes. I have put it up on the community. For all the people, please vote here. Other people, please like and subscribe if you haven't, because then you won't know what is happening also. Right? Okay, Motherson Sumi has got 33%, Kirloskar has got 25, Berger has got 25, NMDC has got 17. Okay, I think people are tired of spamming. Guys, vote, vote, vote. There are 235 votes. Not bad. Okay, most of them want Motherson Sumi. That's why I said it's a very interesting stock, because Motherson Sumi has been there for a long time, and for this you need to understand the auto industry quite well. And I had done some research on Motherson Sumi and its stocks when I was in investment banking. So let us see. Okay, let's do Motherson Sumi only. All okay with Motherson Sumi? Okay, chalo, done. Let's do this. Okay, guys, we are going to do Motherson Sumi. Okay. Mother, son, mother. Okay, so let's do this, right? This is Motherson Sumi's research we're gonna do today. Again, this is voted by the community, so let's do that. What is Motherson Sumi exactly, right? Motherson Sumi is very interesting because it's been there for a very long time. Look at this, right? This is the max chart that I have opened. The current market cap of this company is already very big. It is at 70,000 crore market cap company, right? So it is quite big already. Now it's a large cap company because of the 70,000 crore market cap. In the whole max, let's look at last 1 year what it's done. Last 1 year it's given approximately 85% returns. But if you look at a longer period of time, as 5 year chart, you see how it's gone down and gone up, very cyclical, because we need to understand whatever business it is in, right? So basically it is a system where it is a system solutions provider to automotive and other industries, offering services from design and prototyping to production and delivery. Okay, so they're basically a auto parts manufacturer. Okay, auto parts manufacturer, that is what they basically do, right? Now uske alawa we need to see why is it so cyclical, right? Don't worry, if it's not a good stock we won't do too much research on it, right? We need to see why it's so cyclical. So let's go to the revenues and see how the revenue looks like. Now, if you look at the revenue, 56,000 crores, 63,000, 63,000, back to 56,000, 58,000. Let's see if the margins are improving. 5,200, 5,600, down, down. Margins also going down. The margins go down, EPS will also go down. So automatically, this doesn't seem, I mean, there's something really wrong. There's something really wrong with this stock because it's not doing really well. It's already gone up quite significantly, but from the past few years, it's not going up too much also, right? If you look at let's look at some debt that they have a lot of debt also. Look at this, they have 9,000 crores worth of debt. So this is currently definitely for sure struggling. So I would not recommend this for sure, right? This is something, I don't know, it doesn't seem very attractive right now. If you want to hold it for long term, I think you can keep this in your watch list and wait rather than buying it right now. Okay, so that would be something slightly better. Now the other one that a lot of people wanted me to do, they wanted me to do Kirloskar Industries, right? Kirloskar Industries. Now guys, there are two things, there's Kirloskar Industries and there's Kirloskar Ferros, right? Which one do you want me to do? Ferris, not Ferros. Ferris. Do you want me to do Kirloskar Industries or Kirloskar Ferros? Ferris. Confusing. Right. Okay. This is Kirloskar. Let's look at the last 1 year chart. It's slightly in the small cap space with 1,400 crore market cap. Interesting. 1 year has rallied up by 115%. But let's look at the long term chart. Long term chart. I mean, it's still not. It did a all time high and then came down again. So why we have to see why is this nature like this, right? Why is it a downward nature? Because in 18 you would have lost, recovered, and still you would have just recovered your cost price. Even if you bought at the peak, right now you would have actually been still at a loss in the last 5 years, right? But don't worry, let's see what it does. They basically are engaged in the manufacturing of iron castings. The company are there in segments of wind power generation, investments in securities, and iron casting. Wind power generation is definitely not an attractive thing to be in, right? So let's look at Kirloskar Industries first, then we'll do Ferrous as well. Okay. If you come to the financials, very cyclical financials, up down right now. But one good thing, even though the financials are up down, one good thing is the EBITDA is growing quite well, right? 457, good EBITDA growth. Good EBITDA growth means good EPS growth automatically. I don't even need to see the rest. If the EPS growth is doing so well, then why is the stock not moving so much, right? Let's look at the recent quarterly result. The recent quarterly result is also quite interesting, 831 compared to 221. That means this is constantly growing quarter on quarter. Something is changing in this stock, right? So if something is changing in this stock, we do more research by going here. Ferrous का तो है इधर already, right? Okay, we'll keep Ferrous in our thing, but let's look at some other annual report niche here. I want to see the investor presentation if they have. Do you have the investor presentation? One sec. I don't think they have investor presentation, so we'll have to go a little old school with doing more research, which is basically find out what is happening from the news articles, right? See, we have to go a little deep dive. See this interesting stuff, guys. That's happening with Kirloskar, right? But एक झगड़ा भी हो रहा है बीच में 2 weeks ago भाई लोग के साथ. So these are all the things that you need to keep an eye out for or keep a track on, right? So basically when we try looking at this, we'll see if there's any news. There's zero news on this part when the results have come out. But basically what they're doing, it says in business line, it says there's a rejig that's happening. Kirloskar Group to expand into real estate and NBFC segment. Okay, that means what do you guys think if they successfully enter the NBFC space and real estate space? Real estate space is very big. NBFC space basically means non-banking financial institution, means lending space. Now, if they come into this, do you think it will be quite interesting? Do you think it will be quite interesting? Right? From a long-term growth potential because more money. But again, will they demerge it or will they put it as a subsidiary and then list the subsidiary? That is also very interesting. Now, this is being, okay, now let's see. This will include large investments over 2-3 years across business lines. Okay, the plan is to cover 8 business areas, laying out foundation for B2C domain while continuing to power the robust beat in the B2B companies. Now, this is being done across Kirloskar oil engines, chillers, pneumatic, Ferris Industries and Kirloskar Industries. And new consumer facing business is coming. The investment group, the realty business which is called Avante Spaces, and the financial group called Arca FinCap. Okay, very interesting. Okay, so this is something that they're okay. Arca FinCap was established last year as a subsidiary of Kirloskar Oil Industries with a seed capital of 1,000 crores. Kya startup hai ye? What a beautiful startup, right? Their seed capital is 1,000 crores in this startup, and they're basically entering into consumer lending, consumer finance and lending, and Avante is entering into the real estate sector. So this is something, okay guys. So from a futuristic point of view, if you look at a futuristic point of view, they're saying they're going to infuse more money. Okay, this seems very interesting for whoever asked to do the review about this topic. This seems very interesting because there's also a news article here that talks about his new vision. So from a futuristic point of view, this seems quite interesting. I'll tell you why it seems quite interesting. I want to see who are its competitors as well. See, Kirloskar Oil Engine, which I saw there, was also listed, right? Kirloskar Oil Engine is at 3,300 crores. Let's look at the business here. Let's look at the revenue potential. Okay, I'll look at it here. I have a feeling. Do you see this? The Kirloskar brothers, the Kirloskar Industries, Kirloskar Oil Engines, Kirloskar Ferrous Industries, and Kirloskar Pneumatic Company. Literally, they have five different, what do you call that? Five different subsidiary verticals currently right now. Why don't they just merge everything and just make it one company called Kirloskar Industries? Right? It's a little weird. Let's look at the market cap of each. This is also a small cap company. Looks like a low volume company, but has gone up by bloody 235%. Um, okay, let's look at the revenues. This looks good as revenue from a revenue perspective. Also, it looks quite interesting. Yeah, but let's look at the June revenue. June revenue is, so it's a very cyclical business, right? Because see, if it was a good business, it would have gone up quite drastically in March. That means every March result should look very interesting compared to the other quarters results. So this looks slightly weird, right? If you look at Kirloskar Oil, let's look at oil engines. Last 1 year, 107. Last 5 years overall chart. Oh my god. So last 4-5 years have not been a good year for Kirloskar, right? It's not given you such great returns. Again, you only want to have growing stocks in your portfolio, not bad stocks that are growing quite drastically and significantly. See, if you see the revenue, it's not very stable revenue, right? So this is again looking weird. Let me do your Kirloskar Ferrous. I keep saying Ferrous. It's Ferrous. Okay, let's check this. This had actually come into my radar a few years ago, right? 1 year good growth. 5 years, okay, it's been there since November, but in the last 3 years, it's given good. Hey, this is looking good from a Kirloskar view. Why is it looking good? Because it's going up. But again, I'm assuming it's in the raw material segment where iron and the raw material of iron is going to be very important. The company's manufacturer of pig iron and grey iron castings. It's in the casting business. Let's look at their financials, and at the same time, financials don't look very attractive, but EBITDA looks very attractive. EPS looks also very attractive. This seems very similar to our industries, Kirloskar Industries. Here also it looks very interesting. Okay, good growth on this quarter as well. But let's look at this, right? Because always you have to go look at value picker as well. The reason why you need to look at value picker is because you need to see what is happening in the business. There are some people doing insider trading where they're buying. There are more information about the company, right? They're increasing their pig iron capacity at the site by 31,000 metric ton per annum with an investment of only 36 crores. Okay, this is very interesting. Wow, someone's done a last 5 years analysis as well. Okay. So, okay, for all the people who are asking me this, right? This seems interesting. For the reason why I'm saying it seems interesting, because the revenues are definitely going up, but also the revenues have been slightly constant from a very long period of time. So either it's a comeback story or it's very dependent on raw materials. If it's very dependent on raw materials, then it is a very different issue, right? So not too sure about it. Tell me some other stock to research. This again, I don't know. I'm not very keen on it because I like stocks that are really doing well. The best way to find some new stocks is to just do screener, right? Remember, I taught you some screener, right? You can take the entire stock. Let's take the entire universe. Okay, let's take everything as a stock universe. Okay, then you do sector we don't need. We want market cap of minimum 500 crores, and we don't want market cap more than 20,000 crores. Okay, actually, let's make it 30,000 crores. Max 30,000 crores tak we will go. Right? P ratio chahiye kya? Mid level P ratio is good for us. Again, actually, we don't need P ratio, to be honest. Remove this. What else do I need? I'm just showing you the way I do quick research, right? Or I find new stocks. So what I do is, apart from this, from the 500 stocks that we have selected, I want to see good return on equity. I want to see good 5-year average return on equity. I don't need. I'll show you what we need. ROCE we definitely need. EBITDA margin, again, not required that much. Price volume, not required that much. Debt to equity ratio, I definitely need. Growth, yes, this is something that's 5-year historical growth, revenue growth I want, right? 5-year historical operational cash flow growth also I want. Valuation, P ratio, PB ratio not required so much. Ownership not required so much. Uh, yeah, I think these are the main things that are good enough for me. Right. I also need revenue growth is there, right? Okay. So 5 year historical EPS growth bhi dekhte hain, right? Balance sheet, cash flow, not much. Okay. So let's do some quick stocks. Let me reset the universe because I don't need that. What we'll do is close price remove. Return on equity, I want anywhere between 10 to 25%. This is how we find new stocks, okay? ROCE again 10 to 25%. Debt to equity ratio should be 1. I don't want more than 1. 5 year historical growth, I want anywhere between 10% to 25%. Let's be a little aggressive on this, right? Okay, max is only this much. Cool. Already we can see some good companies coming in this group. 5 year historical OCH growth. Let's keep it 10% to 15%. Ah, shit. This I need to keep much more than. Okay, let's make this 5%. Actually, we can actually remove this as well. Not that required. EPS growth, I definitely need good EPS growth. So, according to our massive filtering, Coforge India looks like it fits all our criteria right now. Right? It's in the 28,000 crore market cap. It actually fits in all our information as well. And this looks quite interesting. But if I remove some of the things, right? For example, if I remove revenue growth, right? If I remove this, see the difference now suddenly. And if I remove EPS growth, see suddenly we have a lot of other companies right now. We have around 40-50 companies depending on the market cap, which basically talks about low debt to equity ratio, good ROCE, good ROE, and market cap, right? With the stock universe here, what you can see is Coforge is definitely done well. It's a good company in the last 1 year. Cummins India also looks very interesting. Whirlpool, a lot of people are talking about, but look at this 1 year return. I won't even touch it, right? I'll just leave it here, right here. Naveen Fluorine is something that we have invested in. It looks really nice. UTI Asset Management is also something very interesting you can look at because it is on an upward journey right now. Apart from that, there is MCX, which is always good from a futuristic perspective. ICRA is also good. ICRA is also good. La Opala is something that's coming in everyone's domain. A lot of people are looking at La Opala and trying to do some understanding of La Opala there, right? Someone wanted to do someone wanted to do another research, right? Which one was that? There was another stock you guys were recommending me to do research on. Rane is also quite interesting. Sonata Software, right? Someone wanted to do Sonata Software. Am I right? Sonata Software. Okay, let's look at Sonata Software because Sonata Software has given good returns in the last 1 year as much as I know. It's in the small cap, so it is in our universe, which is less than 10,000. I like stocks that are in less than 10,000. It's in the IT space. Now, very interesting thing, guys. First of all, for all the people who don't know about what's happening with IT right now, IT is currently at a crucial point of shifting. What do I mean by crucial point of shifting? Do people know what is happening with the IT sector right now? Tell me, let me teach you this today. Do you guys know what's happening? There's a fundamental shift happening in IT sector. Why is Happiest Minds going up so much compared to TCS? Do you guys know why? Should I teach you? Should I tell you what is happening in the IT sector? It's like a proper IT sector breakdown. It's not bullish. Bullish is not the answer. There's something very different, major shift. Yes. Okay. Let me tell you. Let me show you this. Right. So IT mena, there were two types of IT companies. Okay. One was our old school Infosys, TCS, HCL. These are called legacy IT companies. Right. Let me show you something. Now there's a new breed of IT companies coming. Happy. My God, this has to correct so much. This is just going up, and not going down at all. But it's nice as long as it's going up. For me, I'm very happy. Right. So I'll show you the difference. Okay. Let's look at the investor presentation. This is Happiest Minds ka July 2021 investment presentation. I'm going to show you why people are so bullish on IT. Why I am bullish on IT. I currently have so many IT stocks in my portfolio, and I'm going to have it for the next 2-3 years. Right. I have how many? Happiest I have Mastech, um, Explio and Infobeans. Four stocks I have in IT. Only mid cap, small cap, IT stocks I'm buying right now and keeping, right? I'll tell you why. I'm looking at only one thing in these stocks, and this is the new age technology. Now, what is happening is everyone is moving from legacy to digital business. Subex is not IT. I think Subex is in telecom. I'm talking about IT, proper IT. So I'll tell you what is happening in the IT sector, right? People are moving away from legacy and they're going into completely digital companies. Okay, there's this fundamental shift that's happening with the industry. Now, why everyone's banking so much on what do you call that? Banking so much on Happiest Minds is because 96% of their business and revenue is basically from digital. Only 4% is from legacy. Whereas if you look at all the other players, right, TCS, all the other guys are Tata Elxsi also. I'm holding one more IT stock, right? All of them are in the legacy space. Okay, now I come to Sonata as well. I'm just showing you what is the digital element. Now, this is what Happiest Minds doesn't. Let's not look at this. I'll show you where the digital part is, right? Key project wins nahi chahiye. Yeah, look at this. This is the percentage of revenue only from the digital business, and everyone is saying that digital is going to be the new age technology, right? Digital is going to be the new future of IT businesses, and anyone who is doing digital IT is going to win the market. That is what people are saying. So, a lot of people are moving away from legacy IT to digital IT. I had seen one beautiful presentation somewhere. Uh, I don't remember where I saw this presentation. If I find it, no, I'll actually give it to you guys, right? It's called digital IT, right? It's mad. It was a beautiful presentation which said that everything is moving digital and it is going to be something that is mind-blowingly awesome, and everyone is going to look at only digitalization of IT businesses. If you read Value Picker, also it talks about digitalization of IT businesses. So because of that, because everything's going into digital, everything's moving into SaaS-ish model. So पहले क्या होता था, right? In the legacy business, what used to happen before is, I used to provide some kind of services provide करने के लिए, a lot of people who used to work in Infosys, Tata, also a lot of people were manpower heavy. You know what manpower heavy is? Because IT businesses are manpower heavy businesses, right? Remember, a lot of people you used to actually go and become NRIs in different countries. They used to travel to US and do a project and come back. This was all old school. It was more like a service, yes. As Ravindra said, in the olden days, everything was more like a service. IT was a service, right? Where people have to go service this project and then come back. And billion dollar projects. I'm not saying it's a small project, it's a $1 billion project, right? It was product plus service. Now, what people are doing is they're building a beautiful product, putting everything in digital. Everything is cloud based, right? So you don't have to actually do it, and that is also easy implementation. So it's not only cloud based, but it's also easy implementation of your existing systems. They're all moving towards that, and because of that, it is easy to get customers also. So that is something that is happening with the IT space. So whoever is doing well, if the IT company mein kaun acha kar raha hai, is basically all the people who are going digital. Now let's look at Sonata, right? I want to see Sonata's investor presentation directly. Oof. Okay. Company is a 34 years old company, $550 million revenue. Okay, very good. Lot of big teams in different countries. So this means that it is a big company, not a very small company. What is Sonata Software? It is at 8,000 crore market cap. What is their 1 year return? Very good 1 year return. What is their 5 year return? Very good. But we will come to financials. I want to see the financials. Okay. Competencies digital, application solutions, platform IP, and tech infrastructure. See, everyone wants to just say digital. Cloud, analytics, IoT, omni-channel, mobility, everything comes under the digital space, right? Now, let's go down. Vision, I don't want to see. 4Ps, I don't want to see. Dude, I can make a better presentation than this for Sonata. क्या है ये मतलब college student बनाते हैं ना ऐसा लग रहा है ये. Platformization, okay, fine. Dude, this is really bad presentation from Sonata, by the way. Either way, doesn't matter. I'm not judging that. I'm just seeing where the financials are, right? They have international services, they have domestic services, very good. Now, let's look. Okay, guys, consistent growth over the last 10 years. Their last 10 years growth has been at around 17% CAGR, and you see that the continuously it is growing, and EBITDA is also growing constantly, right? In fact, can someone tell me what looks wrong here in this chart? Can someone tell me what looks wrong in this exact chart? Take your time. See, for me, my eyes go straight away to that. I'm teaching you how to read the presentation also. Right? I'm teaching you how to read a thing very fast. Can someone tell me what is not, something looks off here? Right? For me, it went quite instantly. Even though they're saying last year EBITDA, yes, correct. Last year EBITDA, wow, this is beautiful. Immediately now see how you are also realizing how to read it, right? So basically, it says consolidated growth 17%. एक arrow डाल दिया ऊपर. ठीक है, growth तो हो रहा है, अच्छा खासा हो रहा है. Last 3 years also growth is good. Last 4 years growth is good. I agree to that. Here also you put upward arrow and say that it is growing at 31%. But compounded annual growth rate is a very flawed metric, right? Because sometimes it basically takes the average of 35 से लेके 400. Obviously average अच्छा ही होगा ना, 35 to 400. But look at this. Last year at 3,700 crores revenue, it made 431 crore EBITDA. Fine, good. But this year, 4,200 crore revenue, which is 500 crores revenue, it should have made around 480 crores. Why did it make 407? Why is it less? Every year it's increasing, right? Every year it increased. Only this year EBITDA went down. Suddenly EBITDA went down. Now what happens if EBITDA goes down? What happens to us if EBITDA goes down? Right? If EBITDA goes down, then your profit after tax goes down. Finally, profit after tax, which is your PAT, is going down. And if that goes down, your EPS is down. If that goes down, then your stock price might go down. Yes? EPS goes down, stock. Now, correct. Itna logic basically a lot of people have understood, right? But now my job and your job is to find out the EBITDA niche kyun gaya. Is it a one time niche jane ka problem? Right? Maybe it is a one time problem. We don't know, right? We can't judge someone just because of their presentation skills. So let's find out why it went on. Maybe it's a one time issue. If it's a one time issue, me and you are very happy. Why? Because one time issue hua hai, stock would have reacted and gone down. We can buy it now because next quarter we know it will do well. Right? So we'll find out what it is. Right? We don't know. We can only assume that something's not right. See, people just put lines on top like this. We cannot assume that it is good, right? We have to always see whether what is good, what is bad. ठीक है, ऐसा ऊपर lines डालने में कुछ होता नहीं. Revenue has gone up, very good. EBITDA has gone up. Oh, see this nicely. They've shown how EBITDA has gone up. Okay, very interesting. But we will. I want to see why EBITDA went down and which quarter it went down. Basically, for this year to not be that great. Simply डालने से I will not believe everything. Uh, this is their service mix. Okay, this is the service. Oh, look at the service mix. Quarter on quarter trend they're showing, right? This is going towards the right. So quarter on quarter trend, they can see that data and analytics have gone up. Managed cloud services, which is the digital part, right, has gone down quite drastically from 12 to 3%. This also went down from 9.1 to 2.5%. This has gone down from 11.1 to 1.9%. Okay, this is basically revenue. What has gone up? Right, this has gone from -2 to -6. This has gone from 12 to 6. ये भी drop हुआ है. ERP services have gone from 37 to 18, which is good, and this has gone even worse. So can you guys see when I'm doing research how to read stuff between the lines? I'm teaching you, right? It's all going down. Only one or two things are going up. That means जो डिजिटल में पार्ट है वो नीचे क्यों डाल, बट इट्स ऑल्सो सेइंग क्वार्टर ऑन क्वार्टर ग्रोथ फ्रॉम डिजिटल बेस्ड कॉम्पिटेंसी. Managed cloud services, it's saying 3.4% growth. It's not actually, look at this smart thing, right? It said cloud services is 3.4% and there's a quarter on quarter growth, but there is actually not a quarter on quarter growth. It's gone down 13%, 12% and 3.4%. Why are they misinterpreting numbers like this? Even if you look at managed cloud services here, this is managed cloud services. Yes, the second part, 3.4%. Orange mein, it's showing 9.7%. Wow. Wow, this is quite interesting. Why are they doing this? Why are they showing wrong things? MSFT, Microsoft Digital Transformation, 2.5%. Yeah, but it's 2.5% dropped from 9.1%, right? How can you say it's growth? So this slide is bloody wrong. Okay, I don't know. This looks. Let's look at this. Microsoft Digitalization Platform Services, the yellow part, it says 20%. For Q1 2022, which is Q1 2022, this one says 20.5%, but here it says 2.5%. I'm lost. I'm lost. I can't understand. This is very weird. I'm just teaching. See, this is how I read, right? Because I don't understand something, I get scared. I just read like this because a lot of people would have just gone through this, right? No YouTuber will come and actually teach you how to read an investor presentation, but this is something we have to read constantly. Whenever something looks weird, no, our eyes should go there. Now see this digital revenue growth, which is something that I want more. Digital revenue growth is something that I want more. uh, it's going up. Okay, someone's saying it's services growth, not money or revenue growth. No, that is fine. If it is services growth, this is service mix growth. This is also revenue. This is revenue by high end and service mix growth. But if the services growth is degrowthed, like it's gone from 9.1 to 2.5, you're telling me that the services growth here, right, has gone down from 9.1 to 2.5, but the revenue is 20% of that. But I'm more important, and I'm trying to understand why is this mix going down, right? That is what I'm trying to understand. uh yeah, something's off. I mean, see, it may be correct also, first of all, right? I'm just saying I can't understand it right now because it's not clearly explained. This is QOQ trend, growth rate, degrowth rate. This is also Q4, Q1, Q1. I don't know, it's not explained properly. Something's not right. I don't know. Either way, we'll come back to this. I just want to know whether the digital thing is good or not. पिछले क्वार्टर से 3.4 up होगा. Possible, possible, possible. I don't know, but how can it be 3? Is it that way? That's very weird, dude. No, if you're saying it's 3.4% पिछले क्वार्टर से, so that means पिछले क्वार्टर 12% था और ये साल 3.4% of 12%. Again, it's yeah, it's left to right. That's what I'm saying. 8.4, 13, 12, 3.4. How do you interpret this is my question. ठीक है, जो भी है, चलो, let's not spend too much time on it. Let's not go too deep into it. We'll see what is happening here. I want to see revenue, right? Revenue contribution, it says 68% is coming from digital revenue in Q2, Q1, the latest quarter. 68% is coming from digital revenue. IP led revenue is 35%. Oh god. Can someone tell me what is weird in this also? Can someone tell me something's again? I can't understand here. Something's. Yeah. So this slide, I think, if I'm not wrong, correct me if I'm wrong. This is basically percentage of total revenue, right? Percentage contribution on total revenue. I'm assuming that all three are percentage contribution of total revenue is what I would say. Is it different? See, that's what I'm saying. They might be trying to explain something else, but when I'm reading it from face value or when you are reading it, it might be something I can't understand properly, right? Percentage contribution on total revenue, 35% is from IP led growth. Great. Um, Platformation revenue is 20%. Okay. So 35 plus 20% is 55%. And then I'm assuming this is a consolidation of both of them. I'm assuming that this is completely different from this and this. It's very, what do you call that? It's not bifurcated very easily, is what I'm saying. Right? Again, let's. I don't know, man. I can't really understand this at all. I don't know what to take in this at face value, right? But let's understand why the EBITDA went down, right? For all these questions, no, there's only one place to go to. Sonata software. For all these questions, there's only one place to go to. Value picker. इसमें सब information रहेगा. Okay. Low operating margin is a concern, is what people are saying. Okay. I'm just trying to find the problems, right? If there's anything that I should be worried about. They have debt also. Okay, there's a software company that has debt and the promoter stake is also reducing slowly. Okay, we'll come to holdings. Let's look at total promoter holding. Doesn't seem like it's changing as such, but it's 28%. Okay. Apparently, it has debt also. This I didn't see at all. No, what are they saying then? We're looking at some weird data. Okay, I don't know. Something's not right with this. The way I'm seeing it, I don't see. I mean, it looks good. Obviously, it's a low operating profit margin. But again, what I'm saying is, if I had to choose between an IT company like this and an IT company between Tata Elxsi or Happiest Minds, I would go for Happiest Minds, to be honest, right? That's how I do quick. KPIT is good. KPIT, I don't have to check. KPIT is good. And if you really want to do right, this is what 8,000 crore market cap IT company. Let's look at some 8,000 crore market cap IT companies in the same space, right? Uh, Let me show you some good IT companies at 8,000 crore market cap. What is this? Sonata Software. There are much better ones with much better things to go up. There are things that are doing really well. I'll show you it. I'm not saying this won't do well. This might do well, but when I don't understand, I usually step aside slightly. Right? Let's look at the peers. Let's do see more. This is very easy to check because it filters it by market cap. So we are currently at Sonata is here. Intellect Design itself is there. KPIT is there. These two are already damn good companies. KPIT is also very good. Intellect is also very good. If you go slightly up, Birlasoft and Happiest Minds are here. Persistent and Coforge are also good, but these are slightly higher. Just below Sonata is Mastech, which is something that I like as well. So I'm looking at up and down from both sides. This looks good. This looks good. KPIT, Intellect, and Mastech look good. Sonata might do well. Not sure. I am going to stay away from this. I'm not very happy about what I'm seeing. Someone wanted KPIT. Let's check KPIT. I want something that has a clear vision of growth, right? With no nonsense. Yes, it is asking too much. KPIT has gone up in the last 1 year by 3x. 3x means it was a very small company at that point. Let's look at their revenue. What is this, man? Some madness in revenue. KPIT का देखते हैं. Good rally. It's just came out recently. Looks like good rally, but revenue slightly dipped this year. Net profit also slightly dipped this year. EPS also dipped this year, but the market went up quite drastically. Interesting. Interesting. Root Mobile, yeah, Root Mobile also is very nice. So, ये था. Then Intellect Design, right? Intellect Design is doing really well right now. Recently, क्या rally किया था Intellect Design ने? Some mad rally. Look at this. From post COVID, it did some insane rally, and now it's just chilling. Lot of big companies also started doing. Sharekhan and all started doing research about Intellect. Lot of research reports came out on Intellect. Apparently, they did a very big. Look at this. Look at this net profit jump. Apparently, they did a very big deal also in Canada or something like that. Intellect. So that is doing really well. What is it? Root Mobile is in the space of Root Mobile, Tanla and Subex are in the same category, right? This is 11,000 crore market cap. IPO अभी recently हुआ था 2020 में. From IPO it's definitely gone up. From IPO it's gone up by 2 times. So that is good. Good. Let's quickly look at revenue. Revenue, okay. EPS, little weirdish. But again, looks good. I think quarterly dekhte. Quarterly doesn't look good at all. Root Mobile doesn't look at all on a quarterly basis. Crazy. Any upcoming IPOs? Yeah, a lot of upcoming IPOs. For example, oh yeah, let's do some. I think one day we should do an IPO review, right? Guys, one day we should just do an IPO review. We should just come live and do an IPO review quite quickly. I can teach you how to read an IPO document also fast. नाइका आ रहा है, मोबीक्विक आ रहा है, पेटीएम आ रहा है, पॉलिसी बाजार आ रहा है. This I didn't like. This okayish. This I have not seen the DRHP yet. This I loved. Okay, Nykaa I loved a lot. Yeah. Car trade, not sure. Birlasoft, we already did the research, I think yesterday or day before, guys. I think we did the research on Birlasoft already. One second. Okay. Birlasoft किया था ना हम लोग ने? I think we did it in the last week, yeah. Birlasoft, good growth. KitKat, revenue wise also it's doing well. Yeah, Birlasoft is doing well. Good growth all around. Yeah. Chalo, I'm a little tired now because we are doing this from the last 1 hour. Give me one last stock and I'll finish it off. Okay, let's do one last stock and I'll finish it off. I'm a little tired now. My throat is also paining. Okay, I'm gonna take a small 1 minute break. Please like and subscribe for all the people who didn't. Uh, oh yeah, Berger Paints was left, no? Cams karte, yes, cams. Do you guys like cams? Have you heard of cams? Have you heard of cams? Computer age management systems. They recently came out with the result also. You want to look at it? Let me show you. Let's check cams. Oh, by the way, there's something else also I have to show you. One sec. Oh, if I do this, you'll see my email ID. Just give me one sec. Let me show you something. I have to open my email for this, and if I open my email, you'll start spamming me on my personal email and all. I know you guys very well. Okay, come back. Oh shit. Okay, not come back. Now let me come back. Yeah, I can't take spam. So by the way, I'm going to show you what all we're left with. Okay, what all I have to still shoot. So these are the PPTs that I still have to shoot. There is CAMS video that I'm going to do. CAMS fundamental analysis, again done by Devjani. We have MobiQuick's IPO review as well. I'm just showing you what is left that will come out on the YouTube channel. And there is also the Tata Universe that is coming out, where I'm going to talk about how Tata is going to win the battle in the EV ecosystem, right? It's a long presentation. Again, I'll be giving you everything as well. It's all for you guys up for grabs. And for all the people who have not seen it, I've shared all the old ones here. I've kept everything ready for you guys to have a look at it. Okay. Gold, I still have to upload that video, but wo aayega. So all this is coming for you guys. So Nika is already done. I've already given it. I mean, the video is already there on my website, right? So Nika ka already ready hai. Okay, so what were we doing? Cams, right? Let's do cams. Let me show you quickly cams and we'll stop for today. So cams, okay, from a revenue wise, it's doing well only. EPS wise also, it's doing well. It is slightly a monopolistic game also. It's a This is the result that's come out. Result in June as well. Cams is also, let me show you this. I'm gonna make a full video on cams, okay, because cams is going up. It has been rallying since a bit at 15,000 crore market cap, and also it has slightly a monopolistic moat when it comes to cams. That means it's slightly monopolistic in nature. That means if it's monopolistic, then it's very difficult for new people to enter the market. Look at consolidated revenue. They've done 700 crores annually. Quarterly, they are also doing well, but it's a very slow compounder. See this? Barely any growth with respect to net profit and with respect to final profit, right? Very slow compounder. Slow compounder matlab आराम से compound होगा. It won't jump. It won't drastically go up. Got it? So that's what it is. Chill करके जाएगा, आराम से जाएगा, but it looks good. What I'll do is I'll actually do a nice video and give it to you guys. Okay, I'll actually do a proper video on it and give it to you guys. Okay. So, okay, I'm tired. This is me done. So, did you guys like it? Did you guys like today's live session? Basically, we basically saw how to read some investor presentations. We basically saw how to do some screens. We actually went through a few stocks as well. So again, I hope you guys liked it. I keep trying to come and teach you guys at least something on the at least once a week and come live and teach you guys something or the other. So if you liked it, I'm happy about it. I'll again come next week again. But again, 1 ghanta I sat. I don't know whether you guys realize that it's 1 hour, but when we're sitting together, even I don't feel like we've spent 1 hour. But what is happening every day or every time we sit together, something new is happening every time. What is happening is we're learning a lot, right? Because investor presentation mein kaisa read karne ka we're learning. We're learning multiple things as well. So this is something I like, right? When I sit with you guys, it's like I'm learning a lot, and we're exploring new stocks as well. And I'm getting to see new stocks as well from you guys. From what you guys suggest, I get to see something new. And slowly, soon enough, in a few months, we will start finding good multi-baggers, because now we've got a process of finding new stocks. So abhi slowly karte karte, we'll find some new stocks as well. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys are happy. And we will do another session next week. Okay, so for all the people who liked it, please like and subscribe and share. I try my best to teach you as much as possible. Again, love you guys. See you and have a good weekend. Have a great weekend. Relax karo, enjoy karo, and spend time with family. Okay, chalo, bye guys. See you.